Like, I love training, but I hate racing.
It doesn't make any sense for us, because you won a lot of races. What I heard like from you, Indonesian event is pretty relatively well.
Like, not relatively well, like really well. Indonesians love putting on a feast after a bike.
Yeah.
The ultra events in Australia are nothing like the ones here. Here's the GPX file. There's no, no signs. They're not there. They wash their hands of any responsibility. They race 1,000 kilometers long and got to the finish line at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one else. There's a clock, and you've got to get a photo of yourself at the clock at the time. After Bentang Jawa, my Instagram account doubled.
I saw that.
And I've had over like 4.5 million views, which just blows my mind. I'm not doing it again. It's hard.
In Indonesia we call it Kapok Lombok. It's when you eat a spicy food.
Yeah.
You say you don't want to eat it again, but next time you see sambal, you want to eat it. Yeah.
It's funny when people say it's cold here, we're up the top of the mountain. You don't even know what cold is. Cold in Australia is you can die from it. It was cold, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, so it's like a daily ride for you.
Basically, yeah, it's colder in the morning every year.
A lot of stronger cyclists, but once they hit the elite level, and they see the levels of the elite, they get a mental wall. I think that is common, and maybe if you have any advice for us to overcome that wall.
The main thing when you're trying to develop young riders is it's still got to be fun. The big thing I'd say to the younger riders is it doesn't happen quickly. You need to commit to it for a long period of time. Sometimes I've learned more in the races that I lose or things go wrong than the ones that I win.
I'm looking good.
True, my hair hanging over my
Yeah, all good. See. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you?
A bit tired after that.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, Barong Malali was a long day.
Yes.
Hard in spots, but it's pretty good. It's always nice just to ride, eat, and then ride again.
Yeah. How's the event so far? Like, what do you think?
Today's been good. Like, it amazes me, like, how popular these sort of events are.
Yeah.
Like, 300 and something cyclists.
Yeah, 200.
From Bali it's a fair bit, really.
And some, I think, come from Malaysia as well. So yeah, from abroad. So.
I even heard some from Borneo.
Oh yeah, Borneo. Yeah. So yeah, I think what I heard like from you, most of the Indonesian event is pretty relatively well.
Like, not relatively well, like really well. It's like what I've done your race at the start of the year.
Yeah, we've done the Ubung Liga Balap. Yeah, it's the first one.
That was awesome. And then what else did I do? I did your Raja
Gunung. Yeah.
And like again, like I can't fault anything. The event's good. The routes are good. It's amazing. The food? The food at the end, like Indonesians love putting on a feast after a bike race.
Yeah, that's what
even during a bike race. I don't know how so many people ate these massive plates of things at 100 k's in today and still had to ride home.
Yeah, that's going to be another topic for the nutrition, I guess.
Yeah, well, at least they're fueling up. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so far, all of just like good experience,
Yeah, and then even the bigger ones, like my ultras that I've done.
Yeah.
But again, Indonesians, they definitely put on a race.
And you become a like instant celebrity in Indonesia.
It's been amazing, actually. I did not expect it. It's been rock star status for a while.
Because you smashed the record, because the record was like 79 hours or something.
Yeah, maybe even 80 something.
Yeah. And then you smashed it just like.
Not smash. 4 hours doesn't seem much over 3 days, but it is,
But you've been like the talk of the town, I guess. I mean, like everyone just saying like he's just been sleeping like for 3 hours during those 3 days.
Yeah. I think most people have been saying I didn't sleep at all. I don't know where they got that from. I definitely slept about 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah, so overall, all in all, it's been good experience here.
Yeah, like it's amazing seeing the cycling culture in, like I live in Australia.
Yeah. Everyone
very little is known about the events that are on literally a 5-hour plane flight away from where I live on the other side of Australia.
Yeah.
Like, in Australia, it's getting harder and harder to run bike races because of
Regulation?
the increasing costs of road closures and things like that. Like when I was younger, 20 years ago, there was bike races all the time, like really good ones. Now, there's barely anything. And here, there's some really good events that it's nearly worth coming over for.
So you think we can maybe advertise some of our events there?
For sure. Like some of the bigger, you know, even the races, like if someone could come here for a holiday, bring their bike on the same weekend that you run a race, and they can do a race.
And they can just take their partner to holiday in Bali as well, right?
Yeah, the partner can stay at the swimming pool and you can go ride your bike.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Maybe we should like try to advertise some of our events there.
Yeah, for sure. There's places to, I think that is an avenue we should get more Aussies over here.
Yeah.
Do the Indos really want Aussies coming over winning everything though? I already feel bad winning everything.
Nah. Not at the elite level though.
Well,
not yet.
There's definitely some elites here that are way better than I am.
Yeah.
I'm impressed by the level of the you know the upper level of the elite athletes. They're good. They train hard. They do it right.
Yeah.
Even your structure of Ubon Academy is like you provide support for the riders.
Yep.
They get what they need, which is I guess hard at times for a junior rider to have what they need.
Yeah, I think it's a good segue to talk about like what is the, you know, some of the, if we can compare it between the academy here and also what you have there, maybe if you can tell us what is the difference.
We have like, I guess the only comparison is we used to have the Australian Institute of Sport, but that was only for elites. So you'd be on a scholarship and you were, you know, it was basically to get you to the Olympics.
So it's not just about cycling. It can be like from like soccer.
The Institute of Sport was basically all Olympic sports.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it can be athletic as well, right?
Yeah. But in Australia we have lots of clubs. So like I'm from Colac. There's a Colac cycling club.
Okay.
There's some bigger ones like Brunswick Cycling Club in Melbourne is a really big one.
Yeah.
Not all of them have really good development programs.
Yeah.
But one like Brunswick, they have track training on the velodrome. You know, basically once a week. They run a lot of events. Not like recreational events like we did today, but more like racing for the juniors to get experience.
Like Ubon.
Yeah. So we have you know, a racing calendar in Australia that is run by Cycling Australia. It's maybe there's probably like maybe throughout the whole year there's probably 20 races.
Okay.
Like lots of handicaps.
Okay.
That's one you should get on going here in Indo is a good handicap where you.
What do you mean like handicaps? Like,
handicap races where the weaker riders go off first.
Oh yeah.
And then the stronger ones go off maybe half an hour later, and they've got to work together as a group to try and catch the.
Yeah. That's one of our training rides.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, we used to do that in Sebuah. So we have this circuit when we have a group A and group B.
Yeah.
So the group B get the half lap lead first, and then the group A try to catch them. Yeah.
No, some of the hardest racing I've ever done is a good handicap.
Oh, okay.
But we have lots of time trials.
Okay.
Well, these days is actually not that many. We have like national championships, state championships. I'm a masters rider, so I've got masters championships. But like the difference between Australia is we have veterans racing, so it's that's 35,
what is the difference
35 and over.
Master and veteran? So
it's just the age. So masters is starts at I think 30, all the way up to like 90. But veterans, they have their own clubs, and I think they start a little bit later, like 40 years old. But they have their own clubs. They'll have like veterans national championships and masters national championships, and then elite national championships and juniors and things as well.
So it's not like a retiree from like an ex-pro.
No. This is some full-time workers just
weekend
racing bikes. Yeah. You get the odd one, I guess, like me. I've never been professional, but it's.
But you look like a professional.
Yeah, like I have a job that lets me ride a bike every day, so it's my bonus.
Yeah. So it's almost the same, yeah. Maybe like it's, some things are different.
Yeah, I mean, in general, it's the same.
Yeah.
there's junior development programs. I used to ride for a team called Cosdown.
Okay.
That was the name of the sponsor, a big printing agency. And we would get applicants apply to us to say, hey, you know, I want to be a pro cyclist.
Okay.
And then we'd sort of go through the resumes and things and go, yeah, look, you've shown you do well at races. If you're committed to it, we'll get you under our Cosdown team.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll give you, cycling kit and help at races and guidance from like experienced races. So yeah, there's a few of those around.
Yeah.
But yeah, Australia these days, the way coaching is more remote, we don't necessarily have groups that ride, like all my coaching is online.
Yes.
I don't run, training rides with juniors that I coach.
So you just like analyze their data and then try to come up with a program.
Yeah, and look, sometimes we catch up. If I live in Melbourne and I've got riders that live near me, we might go for bike rides. But it's not like Ulbong where you have like a ride,
every day,
every Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is during the week. Yeah.
So maybe if we can say that it's more like a grassroots movement rather than someone that's coming from the top of from national level.
In Australia, we try and find developing riders and I guess nurture them to. Motivate them, give them the resources they need. There are ways, there's pathways through that.
Yeah, I guess with the cycling, because it's not the most popular sport, I guess we need to do it that way. Trying to come up with our
I guess an example in Australia is like we have lots of criterium racing for maybe, let's say it's 4 months over summer. And there are a lot of teams that turn up, but those teams they're basically just friends. They're just a bunch of mates that they all get their own kit made, and they race as a team, which technically sometimes people hate it because it's not really teams racing, and it can actually start to, people don't want to race because they get ganged up on by the teams. But a lot of the teams are based around cycling shops, a lot of people who own really big companies. So like there's one called Inform. It was Inform Make was a big team in Melbourne.
Okay.
And they're basically it's just about advertising for them. They just, get riders on and they ride around in their kit and things like that.
I think it's almost the same with Indonesian team here. We try to get business to be to join the development. Because cycling is an expensive sport. But it is not a most popular sport, like a soccer or like a basketball or something. It's a bit struggling. Same with us. It's a bit difficult to try to find a sponsor. I
understand that. Look, it's the same in Australia. Like it's a sponsor. Like I know, like for some of your sponsors, they got nothing to do with cycling.
No.
But maybe someone from that shop is, an enthusiast cyclist themselves. So they're like, I want to be part of it and give back. So that's your core sponsorship most of the time. The return back to them is hard. But, the committee of say, Ulbong Academy do their best for the sponsors, but I guess a lot of the riders and things don't necessarily have the same drive to help the sponsors as best they can.
No, it's especially with Ubong because we mostly focusing on the development for the junior and youth. I don't think they have that sense of sponsorship yet. So we try to balance it between commercial side and also development side. So we get a lot of races and then but we also do some kind of social media or maybe an event like this. So so we try to balance those two things because it's hard to running a club.
I bet. And I guess a part of that seeing if your sponsors see that the juniors really train hard, things like that, that's their return. Or coming to an event where I remember at your Ubong time trial on that we did. I remember there was a tent there just for the sponsors of it. So them seeing that this is actually pretty cool, it's nice to be part of it, is I guess one of the selling points.
So yeah, I think our recent result that we feel like satisfies the national champion.
Yeah,
we got a youth coming up as the first place, so he's get the national champ. So yeah, we are proud of that, and I think the sponsor is happy with that. So it's good for us.
And that's where the big, I guess you've got to make the most of that exposure. Like, I guess I'm the same with something like Bentang Jawa. Like, I should probably be sending emails to sponsors or something. When you,
I think by now you should be sponsored by Jayco because you wear it everywhere. With the map.
I like my Jayco tops. They're an Australian. I like the Aussie one because I'm from Australia. But I have nothing to do with Jayco. I just I get hammer down kit from Luke Plapp, so I just wear it.
Oh, okay. Also, you know Plapp personally?
Yeah.
So you guys like club mates or something?
He's from that club Brunswick that I mentioned before. Which has had a lot of riders go professional.
Okay.
Mostly Luke Plapp I know through just friends, and in summer he has a house up where I tend to stay up in the mountains.
Okay.
It's a really good training spot. We hang out and ride a lot there.
So the Jayco team is not an Australian team right now. It's more like
it's the main sponsor is Jerry Ryan from Australia.
Oh, okay.
So Jayco is a caravan they produce caravans, which is what you go in on holidays.
This is something funny with cycling. You mentioned before, like the sponsor usually they don't have anything to do with the cycling.
No, and like if you look
now you mentioned that Jayco is like a fan company. I just learned that. So
it's funny, you watch the Tour de France and you look at all the sponsors. Half of the time you don't even know what that sponsor is. Like, what is De Koning Quickstep?
They are flooring. I know that.
They've been around a long time, so you know that one.
Like Bora Hansgrohe. I don't know about that before.
I think they make shower heads or something like that.
Yes.
But there's a lot of sponsors at World Tour level where you've got no idea what they actually do. But then when you see their name, you know what, you'll go, oh, I know that.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, I think that's the same, like actually across the world, yes. The sponsors are different with the one that we know in cycling. So maybe like some of them, like maybe Giant, we know like what Giant.
The bike teams.
The bike teams. Like Ineos, maybe someone who's not from that part of the world, they don't know about Ineos, but I know that.
I actually don't exactly know what Ineos does.
Ineos is like a fracking company, like I think oil company or something. Which is not very.
Well, it's better than Israel Premier Tech at the moment.
If you are going to get that way.
But like, look, there's similarities between what I've experienced at home. And there's also subtle differences, but Indonesia has a lot of subtle differences to things back at home, not just cycling.
Even like for even in Java and Bali, there are a little bit of differences if you see it.
I guess it's been completely different events. The ultra events in Australia are nothing like the ones here. So an ultra event in Australia, which I've raced a lot of.
I heard that before in your one of the podcasts, but maybe
the organizer goes, here's the GPX file. You start at 6 o'clock on whatever day. That's it. There's no, no signs. They're not there. They go, here it is. Go do it. And then they wash their hands of any responsibility in case something
So you
happens.
sign a waiver or something?
Well, not really. I think when you sign up to the tracking system, you kind of do that.
Oh, okay.
But like, I finished a race 1,000 kilometers long and got to the finish line at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's no one else there. The only way to prove that I finished then was that it's at a train station and there's a clock, and you've got to get a photo of yourself with the clock with the time.
I heard that. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's just the way it is in Australia. But here it's there's welcome dinners and a lot of people coming out and watching, and then
and becoming celebrity.
It's good. It's actually nice to be part of it.
We try to get a lot of people get an exposure, like also like the sponsors and everything.
Like ultra events in Australia don't have sponsors. That's the main thing. But like Bentang Jawa and things like that, they've got sponsors. So you need even media crews. Crikey, I've never had so many photos taken of me until I got to Indonesia.
Even like a small event like the Liga Balap that we get in the time trial one. You get a lot of photos, right?
Photos, videos, like drones.
Yeah.
Like you on a scooter next to me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's great to see. Like usually I don't get to see any of it.
Yeah, you try to get a lot of exposure because cycling in mainstream media is not that common.
Yeah.
So you try to get a lot of exposure via social media because nowadays you can just upload it on YouTube and everyone can see it.
Yeah.
And Instagram and everything. So yeah, try to build a market or community.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that we get more people joining.
Like the marketing thing is, I guess, a big part. After Bentang Jawa, my Instagram account doubled.
I saw that.
And I've had over like 4.5 million views, which just blows my mind.
That's only from the Bentang Jawa.
Just from that, yeah. Bentang Flores not much, but because it was in Java, just so many more people.
Because Bentang Jawa is our most prestigious ultra event.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of ultra event, but the most prestigious one is the Bentang Jawa. So.
Well, I'm glad I can say I've done it. I'm not doing it again.
Why?
It's too. It's hard.
This is what we call in Indonesia is I don't know what to say in English, but in Indonesia we call it Kapok Lombok. It's when you eat a spicy food.
Yeah.
You say you don't want to eat it again, but next time you see sambal or you want to eat it again.
There's always a cooling off period, then you change your mind.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It has a name. What's the name?
Kapok Lombok. Kapok is mean you had enough, and Lombok is the chili.
Okay.
So
Kapok
Lombok, This is like the term that we use for someone who say like, okay, I don't want to do it again.
And then the next minute you're... Yeah. Cool.
So maybe like with Ubung, we try to get promote a lot of kids to join cycling. Yeah. To become an athlete. We don't have any expectation, to make them as an athlete. It's good that if they can be an athlete. Yeah. It's good, but what we are trying to do is to get more kids to join cycling because it promotes discipline. Yeah. And also, like they can take away their time from the screen as well. Yeah. And it's good to have spend your time in the sun.
And it's healthy. Like it keeps you fit. Like endurance sports, they're among the fittest people in the world. So
yeah, that's what we are trying to do. Yeah. Maybe if you have any maybe some kind of advice or things that we can improve in Ubung, maybe I don't know. Because you are a coach and we are asking your professional.
No, I think the main thing when you're trying to develop young riders is it's still got to be fun.
Oh yeah.
I've coached a lot of cyclists that have made it like they're very strong and they look like they can nearly go, to a world tour level. And then, it's hard to get to that level if it doesn't happen after a few years. They never ride a bike again. But I've always tried doing, like, if you took my bike off me, I'd go crazy. Like, you need to fall in love with riding a bike, not fall in love or not do it because it's a chore. You got to do it because it's social, because there's similar like-minded people, and you enjoy, the club experience. You do it because it motivates you to get stronger. And when if you train with a power meter and things like that, you can start to go, oh, I am getting stronger. It's motivating, and that transfers to other things in life.
Yeah, but I think the most difficult thing is, in one way you need to motivate yourself to be stronger. Yeah. But in another way, in another side, you need to have fun with it. So sometimes what we had here, usually like there are a lot of stronger cyclists, but once they hit the elite level, and they see the levels of the elite, they get a mental wall. And then they just like, okay, I don't want to race elite anymore. Is this something that is common, and maybe if you have any advice for us to just try to avoid that, like overcome that wall? Or
look, I see the same thing in Australia.
So it's the same
with my athletes I coach. They realise that where they're at, the gaps too big to go elite. But I guess what some people don't understand is your ability to be elite is kind of based upon your genetics. Some people are really good and they don't even train. Others train really hard and they can never quite get there. But I've had a lot of riders that are good but not amazing. And they now ride for not world tour team or nearly world tour teams, but continental teams, pro continental teams, because they're really good bike racers. not necessarily the strongest, but they like cycling's a team sport.
Yeah.
You're not there for you.
You have
that's the other thing.
A lot of rules in a cycling.
Like there's always only one person from the team that's sort of going to win in one race.
But you need like the roller.
Your domestique is the one that you know you're very good at doing something for your team leader.
Yeah, you also have a captain as well, right, in the team?
A what?
A captain.
Oh, captain. Yeah. There's usually like a leader of some sort. But yeah, like cycling's weird in that sense. That's sometimes the problem. Like you get to an elite level, and then all of a sudden you've come through the ranks and you're used to winning all the time.
Yeah.
You were good.
Yeah.
And then you get on a good team, but there's someone else that's stronger, and you're always riding for him, and all of a sudden you don't win anymore. And it can get. I guess, you know, it's all about ego, I suppose, but that's, some people I guess are okay with that. Others like, I want to go to another team where I can be the leader. But it's just, cycling's a weird sport in that sense, but that's what it is.
Yeah, not everyone can be an elite, but everyone needs to try to be an elite, I guess.
Yeah. Like there's guys in the Tour de France and things that you see them crying because they cross the finish line because they finally win a stage, but they've been professional for 15 years and they've never had a Pro Tour win.
Yeah.
It's you need to enjoy the process, not the racing outcome. I enjoy training. Like I love training, but I hate racing. Like I just enjoy getting fitter.
Can you repeat that last sentence again, because it doesn't make any sense for us. Because you won a lot of races.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense to that last sentence.
Regardless of the outcome of a race, I'm usually happy. Like if I did a race and I didn't win, I would still go, I did all I could in the training.
So as long as you give 100%, you're happy with it?
Yeah, like you can have as long as my training leading up to it is good and my execution on the day is as good as I could have done. If someone wins, I'm happy for them. I'm like, I did as good as I could. But I just enjoy training, like feeling like I'm getting fitter, going for long rides.
The build-up process. The process.
Which is, you know, you learn the process and it's just repeatable. Like each time you get fit, you get fit, you have a rest, you get fit again over 2 or 3 years. But you know, racing makes you, there's this external pressure sometimes. You put pressure on yourself as well, but then you turn up and you're like, I thought I was going to win that and I didn't win. Someone else is stronger, or you just, for whatever reason, but like as long as you get to the start line, and you've done all you can, you should be somewhat happy. And that's what like the ultra racing's about. Is there's only really like maybe 4 or 5 people on that start line that are probably going to win. The rest of the people there though, their experience in that event is probably better than what mine was. They get more satisfaction from just finishing than I do from winning.
I get it.
That's part of it.
I get it. Maybe that's why you say you don't want to do a Bentang Jawa anymore, because in a way you want to enjoy the experience, but in a way you have that competitive edge as well.
I find it very hard to, if I know I can do well, I find it hard to not do my best. Usually in that situation I'll turn up with a friend and we take our time and we enjoy it. But that's like so many people, it's like a lifetime checklist to finish an ultra race, like especially Bentang Jawa.
Yes, that's one of my checklists as well, if my wife let me, but
it's like, I've learned more about myself being tired and overcoming obstacles in a race like that. I've learned so much about myself and like my mental approach to life than I've learned from nearly anything. And sometimes I've learned more in the races that I lose or things go wrong than the ones that I win, because they're the ones where like you experience the low, and they're the ones where you realize things about life where you're like, my daily life isn't actually so bad, because like now it's not much fun when I'm out here and I thought I was going to win and I'm not winning.
I remember this quote from Annemiek van Vleuten. She said that it's not suffering for us, because we get to choose how we suffer, like so it's not suffering, so she just like enjoy the whole process. So cool. So I think this is something that I think we need to instill to the younger riders, just to enjoy the process. Because once you get to the elite level, everything is going to be hard, you know, with the sponsor expectation, with the team expectation, knowing someone is better than you and then you are okay with it. It is something that's very hard for us just to try to instill to the younger riders.
And look, the big thing I'd say to the younger riders is it doesn't happen quickly. You need to commit to it for a long period of time. Like, you can't just think overnight, I had a bad, this season I didn't win anything and I'm not going to go anywhere. It's the ones that commit to it for a long period of time because they enjoy doing it that results start to happen.
I think because I don't know, I mean, like in Indonesia, if you are not making it around the like age of 20 or 21, people usually tend to like, okay, this is not what I want to do. Do you think it's a good approach, or?
Look, if your ambition is to turn professional or whatever as a cyclist, I guess my example is in Australia, I have a lot of like athletes that want to be professional, and they're like maybe 18 years old through to like maybe 23, 24 years old. That's the period of time when you go to university. I have a lot of athletes that don't go to university so they can train more on the bike. And then after a certain period of time, they're not showing a massive amount of promise. It's like, you've got to figure out what you're going to do with the rest of your life. Maybe you should go to uni now. And like, maybe for the development riders that are, younger, like 15 through to 18, you've got to prove that you can do well, and then that might be an option to like not necessarily go to academia. You just go, okay, I'm going to be a sports person, I'm doing well. But there's a lot of people out there that are strong. Like, it doesn't happen for everybody. You've got to, it's all about consistency. That's another good word to use, is consistency.
And in Indonesia we say that consistency is expensive because it takes a lot. To be consistent, it takes a lot, like a lot of sacrifice, a lot of money, a lot
it's
of...
about sacrifice. Like, you've got to go, like, I have people that are like, my family wants to go on holiday for 2 weeks and I can't bring my bike with me. I was like, but you've got a big race coming up. It's kind of like, there's small things like that it's sacrifice. It's not easy. It's not easy. But consistency for me is, I have athletes that they'll train a lot, and they might get sick or they might get whatever, and then they don't ride a bike for a month or something and they go backwards. But it's just about, like, if you've got a good coach, I suppose, is planning it out and like, it's going all right. We've got 6 months to get you fit, and it's all about being consistent for that time frame, and then earning a rest at the end of it. End of the season, it's like, hey, I don't now get a month and not do anything.
Okay, then I think that should be all, because I think you are a bit tired after 10 hours of spending.
Not too bad.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in our next races.
I'll be around. I leave in about a month to go back to Australia. And I'll be back again like March, April next year.
So you're just avoiding the winter season? Basically.
It's funny when people say it's cold here, we're up the top of a mountain, they're like, it's really cold.
I saw that.
I'm kind of like, you don't even know what cold is. Cold in Australia is, you can die from it.
I heard that you say that if it's cold in Australia, the battery gets exploded or something, like the lithium?
When it's cold, the battery, it runs flat quicker. So like on my SRAM Axis, when it's really cold, I might run out of battery after like 1 day.
That's a proper cold day.
Like, it just likes to operate at a certain temperature. But it's more so your fingers don't work, and like you can't even change gears because your hands are so cold.
So Bromo is...
Bromo was cold, but it wasn't too bad.
So it's like a daily ride for you.
Basically, it's colder than that in the morning all the time in Australia.
Especially in Melbourne. I heard that a lot.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Thank you. See you at the next event.
Cheers.
Bye.